ChatGPT and lead generation. How do we take advantage of this new AI platform to be better at our job, generate more conversations, and at the end of the day, close more deals? If used right, this could clearly be one of the standout tools for 2023 in any business. But what I found is it is really powerful when we ask it to solve specific problems, and it gives us specific answers and allows us to drill down into some more of those answers that the platform gives us to get a more detailed response and be better at targeting clients. So at the end of the day, how I see the platform working is it's going to reduce down a lot of the research time or the back end work that a SDR does or a salesperson does before they start going out and reaching out to the market to try to generate interest. It could more than double your time going out to the market. So in theory, it could double your results as well. So in this video today, what I'm going to do is talk about 5 practical ways you can use the platform today. Now, before we get into it, my name is Gavin Tai. I'm the founder of Sales Market Fit, and I've been in enterprise B2B SaaS sales since 2015. It's my mission to bring practical content to those of you watching that you could turn around and use in your business tomorrow to start getting different results than what you're getting today. So if this topic is of interest to you, I would really appreciate your support if you could subscribe below and hit the notification button. And if you find this video valuable, hit the like button and you'll be notified of regular content as it comes out. So let's get into it. So the first area where ChatGPT comes into its own is researching the key buying influences or buying roles inside an industry. So what I've done here in this example is I put in what are the senior roles in the health industry responsible for engineering. And I've also put what are the senior roles in the mining industry responsible for engineering. Because one of the biggest areas people don't do enough work in lead generation is research. So we can see here in the health industry, there's director of engineering, senior medical device engineer, and so forth. But in the mining industry, these roles are slightly changed. Their namesake changes quite a little bit. That's very important when we start researching our target buyers or the people we want to reach out to in the lead generation. And this could change again when we go into a different region or a different country, and ChatGPT is great at deciphering that also. Now let's have a look at this director of engineering role. So what I've also done down here is we can go further into researching that person. So the bottom one here is what are the value drivers of a director of engineering in health? Well, a director of engineering in health is responsible for leading and managing a team of engineers. Some of the key value drivers of this role include, and it lists a raft of areas or drivers that the director of engineering could be interested in. So depending on what you're selling, you could be selling something that may tie into team management, may tie into strategic thinking or continuous improvement. This should help you begin to craft your message for your particular buying influence that you want to target to kick off a conversation, show you've done your research. Now, this becomes especially important if you don't have experience in a certain industry. So you can actually do your research and craft your message to build rapport online, start the conversation, close more deals. That's the ultimate goal. So you're able to drill that down into a number of different industries. Without ChatGPT, this could take hours or days or a couple of weeks to compile all this information by going through publications, multiple different websites, and really coming up with your strategy or your playbook to approach an industry or a role within a market. It shaves off so much time. Now, the next one we will look at is what are the industry problems associated with, again, the health industry. So today what I'm using is the health industry as an example compared to the mining industry. So this example is there are a variety of industry problems associated with healthcare industry, some of which include access to healthcare, inefficiency, disparity of care, quality and safety. So this starts helping us align what problems we can help solve with the product that we are selling to try to generate more interest in having a conversation with us. Now, if we do the same with the mining industry, they're slightly different again. They've got environmental impact, safety, social impact, economic instability. So again, we want to highlight problems that our platform or whatever we're selling can help solve, which is the larger industry problems which in theory, the industry should be always looking to solve to some degree. And now, again, we can go down into this further. What are the labor issues? What labor issues are facing the mining industry if that was something that we wanted to go drill down on? Now, next with lead generation, what we want to do is tie in our solution to the economic drivers of that industry to try to increase our chances of success. So we want to, in this particular instance, the health industry, the economic drivers are technological advancements, reducing healthcare costs, economic conditions, and consumer demand. So if we can tie in our solution to one of those drivers, it will, in theory, increase our chances of success again. Drilling down into the economic drivers of a specific country, this will help you get the lingo or the messaging right, particularly in this example with healthcare in the US, starts talking about government policies with Medicare and Medicaid. Other factors or those outside of the country may not necessarily be familiar with. So it helps you cut down that time. Now, if we look at the mining industry, again, there's different economic drivers. They've got commodity prices, economic growth, energy prices, government, different types of government policies, labor costs. So if you have an HR system or your platform is built around efficiency or reducing headcount, tying that in there to ever increasing labor costs could spark their interest and get them engaging with you in conversation. Now, if we want to look at what are the best lead generation strategies to apply to these industries, ChatGPT also helps with that. In this instance, there are several lead generation strategies for the healthcare industry in the United States. There's not much here that's a surprise, except we get down here, public relations or online reputation management or networking and events. So what we can do here is drill down and say, what are some networking and events in the healthcare industry in the US? And even if you wanted to drill down to a specific month, I'm sure it will give us a list of those type of events that we may want to look at, or publications or things like that as well. Now, that's handy to know how that industry responds. Putting this in again for the mining industry, what this does is gives us a different type of strategy that we may want to look at, particularly trade show and events. They're definitely going to be different to the healthcare industry or industry-specific portals or concentrating on public relations. We can actually drill down into these and come up with a differentiated approach using everything we've researched previously as well. So it will quickly help you form a lead generation playbook and cut down the time and increase your chances of success by targeting the right people with the right message to get them on a call and start the sales process. Now, the last point in which you may be able to use ChatGPT to shave some time off in the business is job ads. Now, in this particular case, I've asked them to write me a humorous job advertisement for a sales development rep. And this is fantastic. It gives you the shell, almost 70 or 80% of what you would want to put into a job ad. And then you can add in about us as your company and further tailor it to your specific needs. But trying to write something like this in a humorous way, if you're that way inclined, could take an hour or two to actually write. And it may not be as funny as this. This took literally 10 seconds. On top of this strategies here, you'll be able to find a download in the description about 20 different B2B lead generation strategies I've put together to help you. Some produce results in the short, medium, and long term, but it would definitely give you some ideas on how to use ChatGPT and that document to increase your chances of success. I hope that gives you some good ideas on how to use ChatGPT in your role in lead generation or sales strategy. It can definitely shave hours, weeks, and even months off some of this research or trial and error trying to find the right message in your lead generation approach. It's not going to substitute you reaching out to the market. You're going to have to do that, but this will allow you to do it more often and be more effective. So I hope you liked this video today. How are you planning to use the platform in your work world? Are these tips being practical for you? I would love to get your feedback down below. And remember, you can download the 20 different lead generation strategies in the description below. And please remember to like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you later.